Hey everyone, Retro John here. So I have some really big news that just hit. Just gonna go ahead and get right into it. Super 7 and Hasbro have teamed up and to allow Super 7 to create brand new Mighty Morphin Power Rangers action figures, accessories, um, wearables like T-shirts, hats. This just came out now. I got some details here. Not a lot of details have been come forth just yet, but I'm sure we're going to find out more as we go along because a lot of this sounds like they're going to be coming out later this year. So first up, um, we have the first thing they're going to produce is their part of their 11-inch Super Cyborg line. They're going to produce a Super Cyborg Megazord. If you don't know what the Super Cyborgs are, they're basically 11-inch articulated action figures. Typically, their heads move, their arms, and the legs. It's not very much, but they're pretty cool. They're supposed to be reminiscent of the old 11-inch figures, like the giant robots with the firing fists and things. Well, with these, their chests open up to reveal their innards. For Optimus Prime, you were able to see the Matrix of Leadership. For Megatron, you're able to see what he looked like on the inside. Let's see, who else? They've done quite a bit, but with this, they're doing the Megazord. What I'm thinking here is you open up his chest, you're probably going to see like a sticker or something of the 5 Power Rangers controlling him. So that's pretty cool. Next up is they're going to be introducing the Power Rangers to their 3.75 reaction figure series. The reaction figures are basically reminiscent of the old Kenner Star Wars figures. 5 points of articulation, head, both arms, and their legs. They typically come with at least one accessory. The figures planned right now, at least for the first wave, sound like it's going to be the Red Ranger, Green Ranger, Rita Repulsa, Pudgy Pig, Putty Patroller, and the Megazord. And they did say that more Rangers and villains will be coming for 2021. They are planned for 2021. So it looks like we're probably going to get at least one, maybe three, or two, maybe three waves this year of these reaction figures. The big thing, the one I'm probably most excited about, is they're going to be doing the Power Ranger figures for their Ultimate line. Their Ultimate line of action figures, you could say they kind of started with Masters of the Universe, but they weren't called Ultimates at that point. They were still called Classics. They weren't called Ultimates till they were no longer allowed to do the Master Universe lineup, and they were able to do other licenses, like they did Toxie from the Toxic Crusaders cartoon, Conan the Barbarian, Thundercats, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They both start with T. And I'm heavily into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. Now, these look like the vintage Ninja Turtle figures from the 90s, except they're scaled to 6-7 inches, come with a ton of accessories, and typically like at least one head to swap. That's for all the Ultimate figures. So, first up, we have this year. It specifically says this year, for the Ultimate figures, they will have the Yellow Ranger, Green Ranger, Goldar, the Tyrannosaurus Rex Dinozord, and I have a thought on this, and a Putty Patroller. So, these Ultimate figures are typically pay to order, which means they're going to have a time frame to pre-order these figures. After that pre-order is done, they start making the figures and they send them out to you. Typically after that, they're not available to order unless you go on places like eBay. Big Bad Toys and Entertainment Earth sometimes carries these as well. Now, and of course, there's a lot of speculation here, like with the Yellow Ranger. It seems she's going to be an Ultimate figure. There's a possibility we could get not 2 but 3 heads. One being the helmeted, one being Trini, and one being Aisha. So that's something to kind of look forward to. The Green Ranger, we could have an evil Green Ranger head and a good Green Ranger head, and then the helmeted head. This is just total speculation at this point. We have Goldar. We have now here we have the Putty Patroller. I bet we're probably going to want to order multiple of him because I have a theory on the Putty Patroller. I bet there's a way. I bet they're going to include a way to make it a normal Putty Patroller or a Z Putty Patroller, which is when the Lord Zed made him and they had the giant Z on the chest. Tyrannosaurus Dinozord. I would not be surprised if Super 7 made these available not only in cool articulated ways, but to possibly be put together over time to create an actual decent sized Megazord, because we haven't had a really good Megazord figure in a long time. My favorite, of course, is still the vintage figure. There's I forget the name of it, there was a Japanese import. It was basically a figure. You couldn't take it apart, but it had multiple points of articulation. But it was literally like I think like a 5-inch figure. But it's pretty cool. If I knew I was going to bring that up, I could have found it upstairs in my room and brought it down into show. So it's really going to be interesting what we find out going forward on this. I am, pardon the pun, super excited that Super 7 is actually doing Power Rangers. I've kind of given up on the Power Ranger Lightning line, getting pretty much only these Zordon era Power Ranger figures, which is like Mighty Morphin in Space, Zeo, those figures, and when that's pretty much done, I'm done. I wasn't a big fan. Well, the Megazord that they released, I don't think was actually Lightning. And the Zord that I think is Lightning that they did was the was it Zeo? I think it might have been Zeo. I didn't like it. It's just, I don't know. It wasn't what I think we were expecting. So with Super 7 doing it, I'm really really curious. And with these Power Ranger figures that they announced for the Ultimates, again, yellow green, Goldar, Putty Patroller, I'm willing to bet they're going to look more like their vintage figures. So again, wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see the logo on their chest, like for Trini, the Saber-Tooth Tiger logo. So that would be cool. The Green Ranger, I'm hoping they'll take suggestions, because it'd be nice to have that classic solid plastic snap-on, snap-off gold shield that he came with originally when he came with the Dragon Zord. But it would also be nice to have kind of like a material version like the TV series. That would be really, really cool. But yeah, I have a very strong feeling that these are going to probably be based more on the vintage figures, which I would not be a problem with more articulation. Now, the big 7, were they 7-inch or 8-inch? They might have been taller. They might have been more close to 8 or 9-inch figures. They had a nice articulation. The head was pretty much on a ball. It moved up, down, turn aside. They had their shoulders can move forward and out, back. Their head twisting at the elbow, wrist. Their legs moved all the way out, bend at the knee, and they even had ankle articulation. They could turn at the waist. So they had a lot of articulation for these things. Unfortunately, over time, because I still have all my originals. Over time, it dawned on me that these kind of could break over time. Like, these could be fragile. So it'd be nice to be able to finally just put those on your shelf, have some new vintage style figures with good quality. So yeah, the reaction figures, they're hit and miss for me. Like, I really wanted to collect the Masters of the Universe figures, but at that point in time when they were releasing them, it was either those or the classics, and I really couldn't afford both. So I don't know if I'm going to do the classics or the reaction figures or not. I only have a couple of them, and those are the Master Universe ones. The Super Cyborg Megazord. Now, these tend to be pricey figures. They really do. This one I might actually try grabbing, though. So, depending on how it actually looks. But there you go. Super 7 and Hasbro have teamed up. They're going to be doing Power Ranger figures, it sounds like, starting this year. And it sounds like we're getting a bunch of stuff right out of the gate. Pre-orders and figures. We're getting T-shirts and other accessories and things like that. So this is going to be really good. What this says for the Lightning series, I don't know. I'm imagining they're still continue the Lightning series. Because there is a following for that series. I myself was one of them until it just started to get ridiculously just started to get ridiculous with the stupid exclusives and things like that. I hate exclusives. I really, really do. Um, that's what got me out of the G.I. Joe Classified series really quick. But that's another story. But Super 7 and Hasbro team up. I'm excited for this. I hope you're excited. Let me know if you're excited or not down in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, you just haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button for me. Please try to get to 600 by the end of the year. And until next time, this is Retro John. I'm out! Go, go, Power Rangers! Wah, 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 wah. Go, go, Power Rangers! Yeah! Wah, 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 wah. Go, go, Power Rangers! Mighty Morphin Power Rangers! May the power protect you.